Welcome to yet another edition of Kasuku Live. It's been quite a day, but yeah, here we are. Seven Sanyi Sokulaba. Omukulu ono bamuyita Bash Mutumba. Musajja mukubi wa bifaananyi abasinga mumanyidde mu kuba bifaananyi. Soko obuuze ku bantu abatulaba n'abatuwuliriza.
Abatulaba n'abatuwuliriza ku Kasuku Live. Nsanyusa nnyo mbeera wano. Mbalamusizaako mwenna. Kansubire muli bulungi.
Oli myaka ng'emeka?
Nawezezza emyaka 28 mu mukaaga.
Oh, you're 28.
I'm 28 now, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sharomu akusinga emyaka ebiri.
Ansinga yangamba yava kungamba yakava emakerere mu kikoni. Nze mu kikoni navaayo dda. Yakava mu kikoni. So kitegeera Sharomu.
Ekizibu ekiriwo omwana oyo alwanisa emyaka.
Yangambye yakava mu kikoni mwezi guwedde.
Naye emyaka gibeera myaka. Eventually it catches up. Anyway. There are a few things byenjagala obuuza Bash Mutumba. He's famous for taking naked photos.
Hey.
That is his speciality. Obadde yogera nti wava mu kikoni which year?
2020 around there.
2019 master. You graduated in which year?
I graduated
ceremony.
Nayingira 2016.
Ekitegeeza ceremony yammwe yali
Wagulayo
nga 2020.
Nakolayo n'obusanja bwange awo for like an extra year. So I can't remember 2020.
So did you graduate after COVID or before COVID?
After COVID, the very first.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did which course at campus?
I did Bachelor of Commerce. Yes, I did Bachelor of Commerce, accounting stroke auditing option. That was the specialty. But Bachelor of Commerce is the main course. The main course.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you move into photography?
Photography was something chenalingezako okwewala. I never took it serious. Yeah, because mainly, for example, when I work at university, nayingira art that I love to, writing, journalism. Nalinge nalyanga nkola physics naye nga ate nsoma bitabo bya literature. Ndwamu no mulalu ngena ne nkola ku assembling and nsoma mawulire biki ebyo. So I really loved the arts, journalism and stuff. So when nayingira in my year 1 at uni performing poetry and stuff, year 1 nentandikira wandikira campus P, then Galaxy ne bampa omulimu Galaxy FM year 1. So nga handling a digital and also ngampandika ne stories, nkola voiceovers and whatever that stuff. So when nali eyo nentandika okuba ebifaananyi, I knew how to like hold a camera and shoot. I didn't like it. I didn't see it as a career. And people used to push me, like my friends, Nimrodi, Nalebo, Marriott, Bash, kuba bifaananyi ba Mr. Mosh. Kuba bifaananyi magama mundeke namwe just wano kuba mu kubivulu bya Galaxy si kyamaanyi. But eventually when I had to leave, taking a stand so kuja, and I had to like go back first focus on school. Ningamba naye sobola okuba ebifaananyi. So I started photography. Pola gigibwa birthday biki ebyo, you're teaching yourself off YouTube, you get a mentor in like Oskantege. And just like that, the rest was history. It just grew and blew up over every other thing I ever did. So it became my career.
Oskantege was your mentor?
Yeah, he was. He was my mentor.
Okay, do you talk to him?
Yeah, I still do.
Ebyo mwana byogerako ki?
Muganda wange yontutenga ntutata speed nnyo yontute wala nnyo.
Okay.
Yontute wala nnyo sagala kubyogera.
Osikantege ne obi wange. Obi wange.
Wow. Wow wenyine Makerere oba?
Si Makerere. Katende.
Katende primary.
Secondary. Obi wange.
He's a great guy.
So,
great guy.
But I think I'll get some time.
Bombi mikwano gyange nze.
Omuwala n'omusajja.
Kati yawo. Era omuwala eyanconnecting ate ne ku musajja. We ended up bonding more n'omusajja naye omuwala gwe namanya first. So muganda wange. Ffe tulumirirwa abamu abatalina side. Tuba mu kukaaba.
Olina okuba ne side vamu ebintu by'olimu. Olina otuuka ku point ng'olina side.
Side ya mwana gye tuliko.
So kati bwe mumala wano bine bw'omaze okuyiga okwo ku gundi. Baserebu otandika otya okuba baserebu ebifaananyi?
Ate nekisinga okusesa muganda wange. Nze baserebu saba kuba nnyo bifaananyi. Serebu gwe nakubako, I think yali Zari. My brand just grew on its own through models, not celebrities. Me and shooting models, regular models and maybe popular models, but mainly models si baserebu. So Zari ate we namukuba like once, ate nali already nine erinnya lyange. Photography wise, it was an event by Talent Africa Yampa gig to like just shoot her then shoot her a few images. It wasn't even a main photo shoot Nazari, no. So she's like one of the very popular people that I shot. Then abalala, it's been recent. Obasanga bakumanyi mutumba then abachala bova anti main abayimbi bagala okukola nange naye bati abalooza oba ngenda nkuba biri byokka ngenda okubakuba bakitegeera they know you and they appreciate the work. They meet you and they're like, wow, Bashe gwe, I'd like to shoot with you. Naye bakitegeera. So
this whole business of what pushes you into doing models?
And the funniest thing now, I'll tell you, it was never a thing that I decided as a decision, but as I was getting mentored by Oscar Ngawe Gambia. Ngandi naye nangamba naye Bash omanyi buli photographer atandika kyoyagala kyeki muyagala kukuba like headshots ezinyuma. Oscar was a star man, buli mimbe Kampala gwakuba headshots ezakabi ezebbeyi ba Spice Diana bashiba ngane Oscar, I want to do exactly what you do. Bash, no, you don't have to. Njagala mbeerawo nga nkubanga gwe Oscar, then after nkube nezi weddings and what, and I get money and nangamba bro, no, it doesn't have to be like that for everyone. Banji be mentors and they're doing the same thing. You should try boudoir. You're great, or you get bulungi, or you're great with people. You should try and do boudoir. That's an industry that's not
Boudoir.
Yeah, it's called boudoir, like artistic photography, like nude, lingerie, yeah, nude art and all that. Nangamba, you're a very artistic person. You can do this. Kuba in Uganda, no one is doing it professionally. Nangamba, Davil had tried it. Davil. Okay, he's also a photographer. He became yalabika nnyo mawulire nga bagamba ataddewo ebintu ebyebbeeyi ezo ebyakolera omuwala. Anyway, what am I saying that man? Davil had tried it. Nagamba, but I think you can.
David yali akoze proposal. Ne bamala
mugagga. Nebagamba photographer bagagga lwakuba Davil mugagga. Davil banaye mugagga naye si fenna nti tulina ssente. Era abakazi mutusaasireko. Davil byazirina.
Muyina ssente.
Naye fere tuzirina. Anyway, so Davil naye yali mentored by Oscar. So nagamba, even Davil had tried it, but not so much. But no one has done boudoir for real. Nangamba try. Nangamba nedda. Nangamba just get a friend. Just try. Don't push it. Get a friend once in a while. And see how it goes. And I did the first shoot, and Oscar was even there showing me how to do stuff. It was just a lingerie and some artist. It wasn't really nude, but it was still boudoir, like I say. Then after that name posting gave you. Then omuntu nankubira olala, I have my lingerie brand, I have my models, I want to do a shoot for my lingerie, like 4 models, and I have like 6 pieces, so I want to shoot. Okay, nenkubeyo, nenji postinga. Before you know, hey Bash, I saw some dope stuff you shot. I want a bikini shoot at the beach. I'm like, oh cool, we go, and I shot that. Like that. Nagendo tukanga page yo na waka ya Instagram ajuddeko oyo nga sikyasobola teekako ate wedding yawo. So nenkola page endala gye nteekako zi weddings and all the other stuff I do.
You also do weddings?
Yeah.
Like wedding photography?
Yeah, but it's not my niche, like I told you. Namala name focusinga, but it's where I used to put like all my wedding work and portraits and what. So with time, ate no nekula nnyo naddala Twitter, then I went to Kenya and did a shoot and it just blew up. Nenekanga I was forced to specialize in boudoir, which became my niche. Yeah, so Bash is known for this and that. I didn't say I'm not the kind of guy something that has given me a name, because some people are like, oh, you're the nude photographer. No, I don't only shoot nude. No, I'm not that kind of person, bro. It's hard to make a name. So if it has come, just be thankful to God and say, yeah, it's what
it is. What it is.
Name, yeah.
So there is something I want to ask you, Bash. So a person calls you. Hi Bash, how are you? Hey, I'm fine. Mugamba mchanji jetuli. Kati njagala kunkuba ebifaananyi nga ndi bweerere. Like a phone call comes like that.
Yeah, yes.
And the woman tells you njagala kunkubayo nga ndi bweerere. So what goes through your mind when the person calls you like, Bash, njagala kunkuba ebifaananyi nga ndi bweerere?
The first thing I ask, what do you mean, because it matters what kind of thing you're saying, because there is nude art, for example, ngawe Gambia. Simanyi kwa wala beko kwezo art pieces eziri mu Sistine Chapel, eza Michelangelo, oli mu Catholic, so I think you know. In the Vatican, there are art pieces they call art pieces are Adam and all, like the nude body of things because abantu abamu bakivilifying and bagamba oyo era basitaani biki muganda wange art piece ziri mu Sistine Chapel bazi painting amu Michelangelo. If you don't know, you can research about it and see like of the nude shape of the human being. Sibuli omanyi there's a difference between sexuality and sensuality. Ebintu ebibiri byawukana nti someone can be ng'ayambadde ekintu but they're looking very sexual. Kitegeera ngono omulala atayambadde but the way they are posing as a photographer, the way you pose people, the way they are posing, the way their tongue is doing that, things like that, it is sexual. So there are two different things. Kyovola nti osobola nude art n'okiraba ekifaananyi kirungi naye nga you're not feeling any sexual feeling towards the image. And so that's the thing. So normally people have very many reasons why they want certain images, sensual, explicit images of themselves. Sometimes it's not even explicit or what, but ebintu ebimu kizibu binyonnyola abantu. So
Melania, I want to understand.
Yeah, because
what pushes someone into
exactly
like wanting to do
I'll give you,
photos when they are naked.
Dope. I'll give you an example of one of the images one of the people I once shot. She came back to me once. Nangamba, it wasn't actually nude or anything. It was lingerie. Mwalanga munene nyo. Yankubire simu after nangamba bash. You don't know what you have done for me. Like I never in my life ever saw myself as an attractive person. Like I felt my whole life I've been called ugly and fat, and what it was a mental thing. You get what I mean? Like in her head she thought she was not attractive at all, and she's the worst person in the world. Like you get what I mean? But after that, like that's why people say the word empowerment and mental health, and someone says, oh, that's stupid. How is empowerment connected to nudity? But Muganda wange, you're a psychologist. You understand when it comes to the brain. Anything that can give you treatment of your mind is worth praise. Anything that... So most of these people do this because sometimes they don't feel they are good enough, or they've been hated on their whole life, or they've been told nasty things their whole life, or even keeping like a memory of yourself forever. Never chitafe sometimes. They had these images in their wallet nga bazikwekereza. Ezakawala ke ayagala ennyo mu myaka gye giri. And the girl took images olusu bote bagendanga nnyo wala, it would be lingerie oba bikini. Nina akasigaza ne jjajjaawo nga wamukwatako bulungi wabanga yalinawo emyaka gye egy'okweyagala. Yalina akafaananyi maybe ng'ali mu kapatra oba crop top, things like that. Katereka because man, beauty fades, like Shakespeare says. Yeah? Every fair from fair declines. With time, beauty fades. So things like this are kept with you. Sibuli nti akuba oba yagala bi postinga ku Instagram nedda. Like over 60-70% of stuff I shoot is never for posting or anything like that. Some is for printing, for your bedroom. Some is for keeping. Some is for giving to your man. Some is for keeping for yourself forever. Until kuba togenda beda about your paka. For abasajja, we take it for granted. But man, for women, this is true. For women, it
is like the issue for them.
But ever since I passed adolescence or what, I have been praised for my breasts, and I know they are dope. But I can see now, they are no longer as dope as they looked as they started. Like I want to document this and keep it for myself forever. Exactly. I'll look at this and say, I've seen this, and this is me on Oyenze.
Ebitero single bali.
Okitegera kyegamba kati ansinga kyo because omulaba ng'omuto naye era bw'anaatukira mu myaka gye tagenda labika nga nze ngenda beera musinga. Okitegera like a lot of times it's more of a mental thing than yeah, ate n'ekirala business wise, because people don't see these things like lingerie nga Gambia. One of the first shoots I did, someone has their lingerie business, but it's hard to sell lingerie as pictures that you're putting down. It has to be on a person to show how it looks.
No, the lingerie part I understand.
Yeah, but ogamba kiri
kati Masavu ye yali wamukubira mu lingerie.
Namukubira mu lingerie.
Masavu n'alaba nga yeeyagala nnyo. Akatale ne kalinnya. Abayayi ne batandika omukubira.
Ba ex bonna baali bamuli kibi.
Naye ba Masavu bangi bali eyo. Bambi, they don't believe in their, you know, there are so many Bamasavu eyo nga tebekkiririzaamu. Nalaba ne I think it's Victoria's Secret ku runway yaabwe baatandise oleetako bamasavu.
Yeah, because it never happened back
Lwakuba
in the day.
runway yaabwe ya this year reviews zaabadde mbi nnyo.
Anti erabye
Babagambye mwaleesere bamasavu. Ebintu bye tumanyidde si bye byo.
Ate nga what's funny from my experience zenganza akuba akola kino in Africa abasajja ffe abafirika manyi nti abakazi abali full we bati ate abasajja bave basinga beefuula wano tebabwagala n'avumirira era naye olaba if you look at the review of the stuff you're shooting olaba gwe nga gwe gwolaba maybe ena slim model yali badde mu Hollywood film omuteekawo tewali nnyo attraction naye ate oli baaba. So it's more of
so what I'm trying to understand here is most people come for these photos to feel good.
Yes, exactly.
To get that validation to yetunulire yekakase.
Exactly. Sigama amanda lozambo babi akuposta. No, not everyone wants this or want to post show someone or chimo bambo betunda nenda baba, but it's hard to prove to people. So Lucy, you don't try to prove to anyone.
So these people call you or you call them?
These people call me.
Majority.
Like the only people that I reach out to are normally models, like professional models, because normally it's hard to have content. As a photographer, to survive in the business, you need content to be out there. So when I content, people might think you even left. So the easy thing is... The easy thing is, nti bobango ina ba client ojja kuba bangi naye nga si bakupostinga kati abantu abakufollowinga bo buli wala waona yaleka yava mu business. So that's when you reach out to a model, because model ye ogenda mujja mu content golaba nti anakukolera ate tagenda kuwa bizibu nti topostinga ki. So after you've posted, then people will realize, oh Bash wali, then they'll reach out njagala ebifaananyi ng'ebyoli, because the model will give you exactly what you want, and then she'll help you push you. Ngabe garment career yange mainly akola models. So you shoot one model, then get 6 clients. Shoot one model. Do men also come? Yeah. For those news photos? Senior in Uganda, because our society is. But you've shot a naked man before? Yeah, Kenya. Kenya mainly because it's a different. You've shot a naked man? Yeah, I have. Ngafachi. It's about that. And so Nzigambi from the start. Even men want that validation. Yeah, validation might be a very it's a disapproving word. It's negative when you look at it that way. Yeah, because validation is like I'm trying to prove a point to someone. You get? But validation, this is not validation because it's about yourself. It's not about anyone else. You're not showing it to anyone. So validation is not the perfect word to say, but I'll tell you that. Hey, what's up, Bango? You know, lubuto lwa abantu bakuvumirira. Yeah, go to way feed you. Anyway, that kind of thing. So I'm not the kind of person that no, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter whether men or women or couples. Couple shoots like that. There are couple shoots. Couples come gabagala bakubayo nga bali bweerere. Anti kati nga Uganda. Sometimes see Uganda, because some things might be too much for Uganda. Uganda is oyinza obutaki noticinga naye bw'ofuluma Uganda omanya how conservative we are as a society. We are very conservative. Gwe salako just obereke Nairobi 1 week. Si kyamaanyi nnyo, for example, nyakuwa example. Ekintu nga dread. Kenya, having dread is a very normal thing. When Uganda ozibe ne bagamba bagala kugwa mu kikawa yononese. Oli muyaye. Oli muyaye. Naku baba vuma Sharon bagamba waga viri. Sharon waga. A very brilliant guy who is making his money. Ekitege yakigamba. Kenya, for example, nekirala kyenyiza okuwa example. Omuti enjaga. Sigamba nti oba nnungi oba mbi nedda. This is not the argument. I'm just trying to give the opposite thing. Tuwobe Uganda. Omuntu omusanga anywa enjaga aba ayinza okwekekereza n'okwekwekereza. Kenya bw'osanga omuntu atanywa njaga kitegeeza ye nga yetajagala. Bw'osanga aginywa kitegeeza ajagala. Tajikola nti lwakuba simanya sister wa uncle wa senga wanira ajja kumpita simanya nti nayo yononese nedda. Like it's a different society whereby people do things because they like. They don't do things because they do not like. Kitegeera nti wabata kyagadde tajja kikola. Si lwakuba nti banaye banandaba batya simanya ani oli So that's how different our society is. And you know, when in Uganda, many people reach out to me and they're like, man, I'd like to do I'd like to do a bikini shoot at the beach. Neighbor nange, the problem is now, my sister will see me and say, natandise okwetunda, kyokka tenze seetunda, just njagala ebifaananyi bya bikini.
Batugamba nnyo nti abawala abasinga, kati ng'obadde otunyonnyola abasinga bateeka ku OnlyFans.
Yeah, now, there's OnlyFans too now. That's a different thing. That's mainly Kenya, because when Uganda ekisooka, Uganda is punaye mukama watusaasira. Kuba ne PayPal tekola na Uganda. Kati n'onakola OnlyFans and again the payment becomes complex. In Kenya, PayPal works. So OnlyFans connecting PayPal ne M-Pesa yo. Sente ziva wali zijja direct ku simu. Ziva OnlyFans zijja ku PayPal, zijja ku simu. You get what I mean?
OnlyFans poza batakamanyi kabannyonnyole.
OnlyFans website ya bantu abatundayo nudes oba sexy pictures of themselves. It can be even feet. Wale OnlyFans yoma atekayo bigere. Abazungu babigula sebo. Bigere feet, like your feet.
Okutunulira ebigere.
Abazungu balina fetishes z'ebigere wali ogirabye.
Balalo.
Nga batunulira bigere nga basasula sente olinga ye wakawe content w'ebigere feet. Omukazi munnaye.
So kati bw'oba oli eyo noza OnlyFans gye nalaba yali ya Gold Viv.
Ye nagirabako nange naye kiba kizibu nga begambye saati gye tulimu wano. Kiba kizibu ye okukola to make a living off OnlyFans in Uganda. Why? Like the amount that is too much for Uganda is very normal for OnlyFans. People say and say, no. Like we've seen the same thing we are seeing on your IG is what we are seeing on OnlyFans. Like if someone is seeing you in a lingerie on your IG and you're posting, when you tell them I've created an OnlyFans, maybe something like that. And bambi, when you can't because you live in Uganda. So it becomes tough. So of course, for subscribing 1 month, after they won't come back. And it's still a business because people have to push it less on Twitter. Now, but not Kenya, for example. Kenya OnlyFans is huge, my brother. My goodness. Kenya. And now that's why Bantu like you will see, her life is just content. Let's say cost Kilifi. We have a Nairobi, then she goes to a coast in Kilifi. And they just live there. Problem is maybe that they live a life in a fast lane, so they do a lot of like alcohol, a lot of drugs of all kinds. The money is too much there because nyingi zo. Like account ya jayebu jawali ngazija. Bana akola $15,000 mu mwezi. Mutwalo make it's crazy money.
For OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, and it's different from, let's say, someone joining, say, the porn industry in Hollywood or whatever, because that might be too much and it's against your will. Maybe you're not comfortable with what they're making you do. You get. So I want to just show my feet. That's all. That's why I'm stopping.
So how does it feel taking naked photos of women?
It's not as hard as people say.
Don't you like get hard-ons?
No, not at all. Not at all. Why? I'll give. It's hard to believe, but I'll give you one fact that happens. Attraction is in the mind. That is a fact. Attraction. Example. Bagaino. Munsi kale katu, let's assume tetwogera ku bantu abali creepy people, because there are creepy people in this world. Wali abantu nga ye kama yamukola atyo. Tategeera bulungi. So nga gyno nenga is not professional, but I'm talking about giving you an example of majority of the gynecologists in this world. I'm assuming, and not just assuming, they are professional.
Yes.
Ate sibuli gwe balaba nti abazze na birwadde nedda. Waliwo omuntu nga yazze ku routine check-up, so tojja kuwa excuse mbu anti bye balaba babeera balwadde, so they are not attracted. No, there are very many people that go for just a routine check, and they're looking as clean as ever and amazing and perfect as ever. Perfect, beautiful, attractive women. And they see this woman and they will do their work professionally. Baveo ngatakoza atya
tayimia
adeye wake uwe aina abana be bana era ekiro kyennyini oba ekiro ekinaddako kyamayagadde yegate ne mukyala we ekisaya kyegamba. So attraction is in the mind. If you're used to a certain situation, it's no longer a big deal. Kachiringo okugamba nti obuzibu bwawo nti abasajja abasinga they are never in the situation of okulaba omukazi ali almost naked nga si situation ya sex. Every time they see that, it's either alaba pony oba agenda kukola sexy or that's the only situation they see. But if you get used to a situation of seeing attractive women in such situation, see it's not a sexual situation, it becomes used to your mind. Obongo bwotuka n'obutuning anoga kati ndi mukola ate munnaye obuzibu bw'abakyala if you ever bine byotandika osabiriza era okujjawo nga toze kukola sente kasi totandika ebyosabiriza tolikola sente.
You've never had claims of you begging labeled on you?
No, that's the point. Me, I have never for all years. Yeah.
Tulabako ko social media abawala abamu nga bagamba basabiriza abamu.
Ni mutumba yote yali mutumba.
You hold their photos on ransom.
Yali mutumba ekikakaza.
It was someone else.
It was someone else. But I'm giving you why. Nti changu Kampala ntono. Nadala kati fa bayine birote ebinene. Birote byange ku Vanity Fair magazine, Playboy those are my dreams. So
you want to take photos for Vanity Fair.
Yeah, those are my dreams.
That magazine is big.
Yeah. So you get what I mean. So omuntu nganze sobola tandika kuono na kiroto kyange with over such muna positive abuze bali bangi.
So you don't take photos of someone and you feel like wow. This girl is beautiful.
With time,
and you ask for some. Because you need to understand. I don't know why. Abantu bamanyi okusabiriza kuli nomo. Omuntu musabe akuwoba akumi.
Kati kasuku nkulaga lwaki nze nganze sisabiriza naddala abantu benkuba bifaananyi. Nti Kampala ntono nnyo. Okitegeera omuntu olusi yakwewa n'okwewa kwa abawala abamu baki. Kwanza bakinkozeko mirundi mingi najja nga yakwewa naye ng'omanyi ekikumukwewesa. Bachali be bamugambye nti oli omwana basha ali professional. Tola Kabalebe yagenda ku TV chali wange nnyo Doreen Kabalebe ne bamubuuza ani basha akikola naga basha ali professional abika time.
Era kyemba nejalo kubuuza.
Yeah, because man these girls Nenda mukama wange. These girls babeerawo bannabe ne babagamba nti oyo omwana ali professional talina kyakola onagamba shia. Nze teri musajja yali andabyeko bwati. Natakola ati I trust kangene najja nasasulira shoot nakola bichi byonna just to spite you natani kugana gamba amanyi mutumba kankolenti kigbesawa zino so nga it's up to you to just say
in terms of animal
nga nesande yazasudde days shoot nenga yagala akola atya but it's up to you as a person who has a bigger dream than all this to just say nedda Kampala ntono muganda wange n'omuntu akwewadde ebibye agenda eri atandika okugamba omanyi omulenzi yansabiriza simanya yakoze biri okitegeera. So me I just avoid all that. N'abantu bange munnange mbanga njagala ensonga ezo ez'okusabiriza n'abantu bangi nnyo tebambuzeewo e Kampala ate sinza alabika obubi ennyo ekiri awo okitegeera tebambuzeewo abantu bange so gye bali abantu bange gye tumalira ensonga zaffe ezo but when it comes to business just business era nze omuwala oba yagala ndekera okusaba nga mbadde nkusabiriza jangu ngambe bash kati njagala shoot ogisasulire awo kiba kiwedde tuba tufuuse kati business.
So you don't mix business with pleasure.
Jaman surviving all these years without you hearing any rumor yo gamba nti bane mtumba yangambye kino yansabiriza nedda because I know and like I told you my dream is much bigger. Singa natukadda ku nkomerero y'ebiroto byange oba otandise obikola bye babatandika just okuba ebifaananyi just because yawulidde nti gye biri njalaba bwekiba those ones will do that stuff because they don't have anything to lose. Okitegeera they don't have anything to lose, they can do that stuff. Negative munnaye ogamba.
So would you advise someone to join this business omukubi w'ebifaananyi omulala like mukozeemu ssente? Have you made money out of it? Is it profitable? Is it marketable?
For this kind of photography in general, I wouldn't, because of how you see how our country is. I wouldn't advise someone. Now, for me, I'm not a criminal. I try hard to stay at the good side of the law, but I know it's not guaranteed with the kind of country I live in. You get? Yeah, so I wouldn't advise anyone. It's art, and even little people still sketch nude people. Over industrial art. It is true, it's there. People sketch nude figures, but is it pornography? Has it been banned from Makerere? No. You sketch nude bodies. Nga wali awo live nga bantu ba sketch nga, but what? It's art. You get? But with the country we live in, you wouldn't advise someone to do that because like you can get jail in this country. They don't need a law to jail you.
Yeah.
And there's a law going to be passed. Bro, if they want to jail you, they don't need a law. They'll just drop you there. You get? So it's you live walking on eggshells. Most of the work that I confidently post is work I shot in Kenya, not Uganda. It's work I shot in Kenya. There are Kenyan models, the OnlyFans models. It's not Ugandans. Such that there is those problems. I can't advise someone. Maybe if you have a dream or you hope to like go to another country, like let's say the US or something. Bro, people are in Miami living in penthouses. You get? They're just doing one thing: images of OnlyFans models only.
Too
much. But in general, you don't have to do that kind of photography. Photography in general has a lot of money. You can survive. Yeah, not just surviving, but you can actually build something for yourself, like wedding photography, especially. Oscar. Very well. You survive amazingly and live, but still you have to know it's a business. It's not just art. But you go running a business, you'll make it.
You'll make money. So I've done photography before. Actually, when I had just joined Red Pepper nali nkuba bifaananyi. Then when I had run-ins with people, camera bazasiza, I moved to 3 a.m. WTF, nengena nenkolerako onioni, then nenkolera kamunye.
Wow, that's amazing.
Then kati yo ndio kambayo.
Gossip tumukoze na. Kolanze Campus B. I did Campus B, I did Big I nenkola ne Daily Monitor, but entertainment nampandika. So yeah, unayo ni muwandisi. Jenasangira ne chali wo junior yeyo nga tuchali Makerere.
Tamale Junior.
Muganda ina story ya Junior na ya inzo kunyigira.
Yansasage.
Story gatuli Makerere.
Omusajja obulambe bonna bwansasage.
Mama.
Kwa butambulizaawo.
Yakunda munonye yambulako nenja munonya buto.
Okay, but have Ugandans embraced photography as a job?
Trust me, they have. And now that it's even cheaper to like own cameras, chifusenga it's become sort of even a cliche. Antibuli abudeke Makerere nga jano nyo mulimu nga gubuze nga gula ka camera. And you know, for us even sometimes it's tough because waliwo balinga yava mu family nga yabagaga mzee inamuga njagala tandika business ya ebifaananyi tuyagala ki njagala million 2 ngula equipment nga bamuwanga agula. Nekati for abamu you have to begin, remember strategy. Photography is wide. So you have to know what kind of photography you want to focus on. Those are about ogena kuba, let's say ogena kuba like photojournalism, then utanikila gula strobe light. Like they're so expensive, you have to know you're buying something you're going to need. Oba ogena kuba mikolo ate utanikide mugula lens ya wildlife 400mm. You get like there's a lot. So people batandise ogula ezo zi camera because cameras are cheaper now. Lingo ogula 6D camera. It was like the medium pro level camera. Medium nganya body only. I told you not get a lens 50mm. 50mm is like what? Mitwalo nkaga. Then if you want the one that zooms in the wide 24 to 105, million $1 billion. Then ate etala. Etala you cut just the light 2 million. Then the stand mitwala asatu ana. Then the umbrella, budget umbrella. Abantu babuli but budget softbox. A softbox na mitwala emirala ana. So it's too expensive. Nti twabona to start many of us, but eventually enaku zino ne cameras zifuse za laisi. The technology is now mirrorless cameras, see DSLRs. So kat DSLRs za laisi nyo ko mirrorless. So now someone camera fedye twafuna nko say 3.5. Ate nyo sina miaka mingi nye mabega. Like 6-7 years ago. Camera za twafuna nga ku mitwala ku milioni nya, kati zili ku milioni 2 muchitu something like that. So everyone is starting photography, but strategy is the best thing. Or else oja kusirana. So
on average, if we are to go by numbers, how many naked women have you seen?
Sibala muganda wange sitwa akawo nembala stage.
Oyingire 10.
Simanyo so ogena ku page yange nokebera.
So kati you're trying to tell us Bash Mtumba that you've seen over 100 naked women and you've begged from none?
None.
Nayo no mwana batulabyeko amatundo za tumufaananidde embuzi.
Oba
wafe obusolo.
Muganda wange ekyo obuzibu abachi asolo kikakasa atabeera muntu mulala nnyo kitegeera.
Because you can't tell us you've seen over 100 naked women. These women abamu bakyusa mulaba.
Kati no nze gambye omuntu ayinza kuwa answer. Nyimyako ne gyno inagomanyi doctor. Ina manyi abantu bangi. Nyaweko ne gynecologist omumubuze wamekabe yakalaba. Yasukka n'omutwalo. Yakasaba bameka. That's the best example I can give you. Ne example ndala ya attraction is in a mind. Nti boba let's say ntero jiwa abantu. Obadde nono mwana Makerere. Hey, mwalo mwagala nyo like in a very sexual way. Nemukwata ko nyono ndabi.
No ganji nemukwatako.
Nemukwatako bwenti, Nemukwatako bwenti.
Akwate mu ngalo.
Njaka kwata mu ngalo. Nti omwana nemukwatako bwenti. Bana ekigwa ngowulira gwo mwagala otyo. Naye no gena ku one of bakwita kumanyagana something like that nogena kumanyagana muzeeyi wo nakuza mu koona nagamba naye omanyi nina muganda wammwe gwenjagala obbalaga abadde ngeyo wa mama wammwe mulala naye bannaaye ebiki mwina okukwatagana abaana bange tetumanyi ffe ebbanga kiri tugenda mmala mu nsi so mukwatagane mugiki bagenda omuleeta
nga yeewuuyo
okuva n'olwo kasuku okujjako ng'olina obuzibu ku mutwe okuva n'olwo omwana oyo bookyamulamu eyembeera kati lwaki ki ekikyuse takyali attractive
muganda
but she's as attractive as she was before so ki ekikyuse kati ekitegeera kyegamba obwongo buba buswikinze n'ova ku kiri nodda ku kino kivula osoba ne baganda be waka oba bakazi ne bani nga bannaaye she's more attractive than omuntu yenna gwe wali odatinze mu bulamu bwo naye nga wamutunuulira tobiraba kati awo wekiri kijja mu bwongo gwe obanga weetuninze mu bwongo bwo nti kati wano ndi ku mulimu nkola tewali ngeri abantu bayinza okuleetera okulowooza mbu simanya ate kiva mu kiri automatic just simanya ebimabimi nedda baaba tekibangawo obwongo bwo kyebulowoozezza fast nga wakatunula kiyinza obba na subconscious just otunudde ku mwana nga ne mutaka naye
nayimirira
naye bw'oba omulabye nga byolowooza birala nnyo ogamba hakati I'm picturing how I'm posing okay breathe in turn a little bit okay nice push your lower back in you're just posing a person there is no way tekisoboka
okay omukulu oyo gwe tubadde naye olunaku olwaleero alina emboozi nnyingi be bafunye mu bifaananyi alinnyeemu n'ennyonyi amiitinze abantu ab'enjawulo currently what are you doing?
I'm in advertising currently. 9 to 5 yange.
Wentera okusanga wali.
Yeah. I work with just the agency so. Kola advertising. Wait yo, of course kuba bifaananyi bya billboards and stuff like that. Kirala ekyo kuba strategic mu career. Do you want to just have kuba gig or do you also want to have two jobs nga you do a 9 to 5 supporting up plus your photography on the side?
Yeah.
So that happens too. Abamu tebaagala kimu Uganda batuletera okulowooza mbu you should never be employed. That's a mistake, bro. Yeah. To survive tubonaabona nnyo Kampala wano ng'ogezaako okustanding on it's hard to maintain
olina okutega sides nnyingi
kintu ky'okutambula. You have to find a way to survive. So that's what I can tell people. You still make it this way and the other way. You just make sure you get a 9 to 5 that's flexible enough
for you
to help you work on your own personal thing too. Yeah.
On Facebook, you use which names?
Bash Mutumba.
Twitter?
At photo smitten, photo_smitten, but Gowandikira Bash Mutumba still you find me. Then Instagram, Bash Mutumba, exquisite.pix is the second. My Instagram, Nagambi Billy. Yeah, always wakane
ne ebifaananyi by'embaga.
Ne personal one. Everything, filmmaking, everything that I do that's beside the photography. No kuandika, things like that. My poetry, things like that. Yes, sir.
Kale, webale kujja tubuuzaako ssebo. As the video runs, you're going to be seeing a few of the photos, the work he has been doing. Jana basodo tuwako.
Bantwalo nnonangayo ne Junior kasita Junior ngenda musisinkana kenkulabe ngenda kuddamu mulayo mujja kunno nayo.
Naye kati bw'omala okulaba Junior mugambe emboozi eri gy'oyagala otuwa. Oluddako ojja ogitunyumize emboozi ya Junior ku campus.
Nino ginyumye emboozi wabakkiriza.
Ogituweeko tumanye yali mbeera ki kuba baatugamba Kikoni yaleka agikutteko ekitundutundu nga yeefudde musimi w'amafuta buli wasanga ayagala simawo buli wasanga ayagala sunawo ogitegeera okay tetujja ssukkawo wano olunaku olwaleero omukulu Bash Mutumba. The next time we come here nina ebibuuzo bye njagala okubuuza ebikwatagana ne bamodels abo especially ate kati bamodo nammwe musembere kuba kati now this is one of the right people okubannyonnyola okiyingiramu otya kikutambuza kitya you know and all those things kati nabagala tobba kuba ebifaananyi omukulu akyaliwo naye ye takuba bya bwereere oyinza okuba oyagala kukuba oli masavu oli eyo oyagala kukubemu ogambe yenze atafi social media handles zetu zikuwadde you can always go into the inbox nosobola otandika conversation eyo nolaba ekitambula until next time mubeere bulungi.